coffee break. Today's tidbit.
All right, it's time for our weekdays coffee break. Today's tidbit, and joining us in the studio is Angela. Angela, hello to you.
Hi, SJ.
How was your week?
Weekend?
Weekend?
It was good.
Which was way too short.
Yes, it was. How was yours?
What did I do? Oh, I went to a wine shop yesterday. And I was so proud.
Why? You didn't buy anything?
I didn't buy anything. And I was so appalled.
You were appalled?
I went somewhere else and bought 2 bottles.
Oh.
I went from Kimpo, which was a long drive, to Hagokdong, which is, not that far away from where it is, but far from my house. I just couldn't go and not buy it. Making those long trips.
So you had to compensate for the long trips by buying wine.
I did. So it was a pleasant weekend thanks to that. I had my me time.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyways, now it's Monday.
Yes.
What are we talking about today?
Have you had patjuk today?
Was that your British accent?
No. Why?
Why did I hear, have you had your patjuk today?
Have you had patjuk today?
No, I didn't. Could I have some more, please? No, I didn't.
Why not?
I am not a big fan of patjuk. I'm not. That's the red bean porridge.
Yes, for 동지.
Yes, I'm assuming you're asking because, again, today,
Yes.
the 22nd is 동지.
Exactly.
Have you had yours?
I'll get into it later.
Okay.
But yes, today is the winter solstice, or as Koreans call it, 동지. And it's in Korea, it's one of those days that are really kind of scientific if you look into it. Can be scientific. It can be scientific if you look into it. But also, it's an emotional holiday as well.
Okay. Now, I remember, so yesterday's opening,
Yeah.
you caught... very, very thankful. You told me that 21st was not 동지. For some
Yeah.
reason, I thought 21st was always 동지.
Yeah, so I read your script and it said December 21st is 동지. And since I was going to talk about it on the 22nd, I was like, 21st isn't 동지.
And so I changed it to tomorrow is 동지 on my intro. So it's not always the 22nd.
Yeah, that's the thing. Thanks to you, I actually looked into it. So in Korea, it usually falls around December 21st or December 22nd, depending on the year. The important part is, of course, what it means. It's the day with the shortest daylight and the longest night in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah, today I left Arirang at around 7:30ish a.m.
Yeah.
for my morning
Still
shift.
dark.
It was dark.
Yeah, it's still dark in the morning these
It was
days.
crazy. It was crazy. So it is literally the longest night of the year.
Yes, and from tomorrow, the days start getting longer again. Yeah.
Yes.
Slowly but surely, which is good news, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why Koreans like 동지, not because it's winter is awful, winter is long, but it's more as, the warmer days are coming.
So it's like this is where we slowly enter.
The emotional aspect.
Yes, the emotional aspect. And again, it's hopeful.
Yes. And there's even a nickname for 동지. Do you know? I didn't know
Friend.
this. 동지 is called friend.
Comrade.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Comrade, not friend. Comrade.
Yeah, comrade.
What is it?
동지 is sometimes called 작은 설 or
Oh.
small 설날, Little New Year.
Oh.
Have you heard that before?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. Not because it's particularly festive, but because it marks a turning point. So the darkness peaks and the light starts returning, and that's why people used to call it 작은 설.
Okay, so people always say 동지 is when the sun rises the latest, right? And then sets the earliest. Is that scientifically true? Now we're going into the science.
That's actually classic misconception.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So 동지 is the day with the shortest total daylight, but it's not necessarily the exact day with the latest sunrise and the earliest sunset. Those can happen a bit earlier or later because of how Earth's orbit works. So shortest day, yes, but sunrise sunset records are a little more complicated. So if you want to get really sure about that, maybe don't say that.
All right, so I met my science quota today. Let's bring in the food now.
Yes.
Although, again, not my favorite food. My mom's very big on this.
Oh, really?
She loves this stuff.
Did she make it today?
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. In fact, I don't even think she knows today is 동지 today. I'm going to have to remind her today. So why do Koreans eat patjuk or red bean porridge on 동지?
So Do you know why?
I do.
Yes, because pat or red beans are traditionally seen as a strong yang color, a red, and people believe that could push away bad energy or, more if you're superstitious, ghosts.
Yes.
Yeah, so Antongji families would make patjuk, red bean porridge, and often add 사알심, which are like little rice balls.
like that.
Yes, made from glutinous rice flour. I really like, eating that out of the patjuk more than the patjuk itself.
No, me too.
Yes.
I actually, it's chewy, and it looks like literally like a small
Like
bird egg.
Quail eggs,
Yes.
kind of.
Without the dot, without the spots,
yeah.
right?
So these hairshi means bird egg size, small and round. It makes the porridge feel festive, and it kind of makes it more comfort foodish for Koreans, I think.
Yeah.
And
And
a lot
again,
of people like it.
red has long been this color that puts away bad energy, which is why
Exactly.
in China they love red for other reasons too.
yes.
But they also like red because of that. It's supposed to bring in luck.
Yes.
But also with the ghosts, right?
It also serves for protection.
Yes.
Yes.
And so a lot of shamans are doing a whole bunch of prayings today. For people that paid money to get go away ghost kind of a thing. That happens today, by the way.
Little stitious SJ would do that.
I am little stitious, so I didn't pay no shamans to get those ghosts
Yes.
away.
So traditionally, people didn't just eat patjuk or red bean porridge. They would also symbolically place it around the house, like near the
Yeah.
door, storage areas, or the 장독대, like where they put all the big hangari, like the big, what do you call
Jars.
them? Jars.
The
yes.
earthenware jars.
Yes, as a way of saying like don't enter to bad things like ghosts and yes.
So it's basically home security.
Yes, but have you heard that some people are saying you shouldn't eat patjuk this year?
No.
You
Why-
haven't.
why?
Because this year is 애동지.
Baby Conrad. What's that?
So this is where 동지 becomes very detail-oriented. There's a traditional distinction. If 동지 falls early in the lunar month, it's called 애동지, as in child or young 동지.
Oh, it is child.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
Okay.
if it falls later, it's actually called 어른 동지, adult 동지.
So what makes it 애동지?
So 애동지 means 동지 falls within the first 10 days of the lunar 11th month, lunar November. This year, 동지 falls on lunar November 3rd, and in such years, many communities traditionally avoid eating patjuk and instead ate pat시루떡 or red bean steamed rice cake.
Oh, okay. Duck instead of juk.
Yes, because in older customs, patjuk was also associated with mourning, food, something served at funeral homes or brought to families in grief. So people fear that eating, this kind of food on a child 동지 might bring misfortune to children. So it's basically folklore logic of symbolism. So if you have children, don't eat patjuk, eat pat시루떡.
So I have children, so we shouldn't be eating patjuk.
It's superstition, but yes.
Is that why we eat 육개장 at funerals? Because it's red?
I've never thought
Red
about
soup?
it that way. Maybe.
Okay, so it's not that red beans are bad. It's just the porridge form that's
Yes,
like
exactly.
risk. You don't want to take risks, right?
Yes. So same red bean, just a different format. pat시루떡 is a safer substitute.
People just take it very seriously,
Yeah.
guys. People are not little stitious here in Korea. They're superstitious.
Yes. And in some areas, even if families made patjuk, they wouldn't let the kids eat it. And if they skipped porridge, they still did the core ritual of 동지, which is wishing for family safety and a smoother year ahead.
Okay, so you didn't eat patjuk today?
Yes, my grandmother actually called me the day before yesterday saying, don't eat patjuk this year.
So you had duck?
I didn't have duck either.
What'd you have?
I should have duck when I go home today.
What'd you have?
I didn't have anything.
You
yet.
didn't have anything?
Yeah.
You didn't eat anything?
No red bean.
I had something red today.
What?
Ramyeon.
That is okay.
It's kind of red.
Okay, the modern twist.
Yes, it's the modern twist. But again, so hold on, time out. So if you're if you're a kid, you're not supposed to eat it?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm not an so I thought it didn't matter. But apparently, if you're not married, you're still considered a kid in Korean tradition.
okay.
So that's why. Well, it's just a tidbit.
And your grandmother cares.
Yes.
Right? We'll continue to talk about 동지 today, but first, this is Kwonjina singing Lonely Night. It don't have to be long because it's long. Lonely because it's long. What am I saying?
Tongue tied.
Guys, by the way, I forgot to mention this.
What?
So I have like 3 canker sores on my tongue.
Ah.
So I might be talking a little weird today.
You suddenly sound weird.
No,
you didn't sound weird before.
It's like I'm almost talking with a lisp right now.
I think you suddenly made one.
I can't. It hurts.
Tell me with the lips now.
I had friends who had lisp, and I'm sorry I made fun of you back in the days, Charlie. We've been talking Dongji, winter
Yes.
solstice, traditions in Korea. But Dongji,
Yes.
in modern Korea, though,
Yes.
how does it show up?
Well, instead of eating ramen,
Well,
one big theme is that Dongji has become less about, strict ritual and more about the meaning, resetting the year, cleansing bad luck, and sharing warmth. And some places are turning it into a genuine seasonal event.
I could see why it's Little's heart. Like washing away the past and the bad energy, starting new,
Exactly.
right? But what are we talking about here?
Well, for example, the National Folk Museum in Korea has hosted a Dongji party this year.
Comrade party. That sounds good.
No, a winter solstice party.
You would have Dongji parties in North Korea too, by the way.
Basically, a Dongji-themed programming that blends tradition with year-end culture. The idea is Dongji already has end-of-year symbolism, so it naturally pairs with the modern December mood.
So what kind of activities did they prepare at the party?
Anything that matches the traditional logic of let's get rid of bad energy. So the museum hosted various performances such as the Eunyeol Talchum, which is a type of Korean traditional mask drama, and Dongji rites as well. There were also events like writing down bad memories from the year and symbolically destroying them, stamping talismans and making small crafts that reinterpret red beans as a symbol of protection, such as red bean keyrings. You can take them around with you.
I don't even know you can make a key ring out of red beans. They're so small.
You can put them in a small bag and, just make it tie it.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that cute?
Yes.
And at their Paju branch, they hosted events with the theme of When Dongji Meets Christmas. So visitors could make hand warmers with red beans in them and make Christmas ornaments using traditional Korean patterns.
Angela, you also mentioned community sharing too.
Yes, that is what many people find most moving. Even today, Dongji is still tied to the idea of sharing. You'll see groups prepare large batches of red bean porridge and share it with neighbors, workers, or, people who might be having a hard winter. For instance, Buddhism branches in Korea shared red bean porridge at Incheon International Airport this year for the workers there.
All right, so if any of our listeners, who some of them are just starting Dongji, right? What are some of the simplest doable options that you can do for Dongji if you want to observe it?
Well, here are three very practical ones. First, you can go to a convenience store in Korea and easily buy patjuk or patdeok, if you don't want to make it. But if you're feeling up to it, you can also make patjuk pretty easily at home. I remember a few years back they showed on TV that you can make patjuk with patdeok. You can just microwave it and it all melts together.
Guys, just eat a bibibik.
Add some sarashim, share it with family and friends.
Some people don't like beans. What if they don't like red beans?
If red bean isn't your thing, why don't you try writing down what you want to leave behind this year and what you want to develop this year? Actually send it in as a Christmas event message. After all, Dongji is about meaning, tie it with Christmas. Send it in.
There it is, guys. Today's the deadline for our Christmas special 24th. We want you guys to take part in that. Angela, thank you so much for this. Have a fantastic rest of your night. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And sending her out of the studio, this is Hong Yi-sak sing Give Me That Night. 그 밤을 내게 줘요.
Coffee break. Today's tidbit.
And it's time for our weekdays coffee break. Today's tidbit, and joining us in the studio, Angela. Angela, hello to you.
Hi, SJ.
Angela?
Yes?
I know it's kind of early, but you got any Christmas plans?
Yes, I'm spending it with my family.
All right, there you go. That's how it should be. Family.
No, but for me, because Christmas culture that I spent during my childhood was the American Christmas. So it was always about family.
Also, you were very young, so it's not like you're going to go out and party.
No, but even as I grew up, it just didn't make sense to me. Christmas is a family event for me.
You're more American than I am. I mean, now it's it's family, right? But I mean, I did go out and about and just party and stuff like that. But I was also separate from my family, so maybe I have an excuse, right?
Yes.
Anyways, looking forward to the holidays. What
Yes.
is our today's tidbit?
Is there anything like you always buy when you visit a foreign country? Like I know some people collect magnets or pens.
Oh, I do magnets.
You do
I do
magnets?
magnets. Well, my wife does magnets. I do snacks.
Oh, yeah. Like the snacks they only sell in that region.
Yeah, like because I like potato chips. You know, like how everyone likes
yeah.
like chocolate
That
and like
is a
sweet
good
stuff.
one.
For me, I like salty stuff, savory stuff.
Yeah, and there are like unique flavors out there.
Yes, so
Yeah.
different countries have different flavors from certain potato chip companies. So I do chips.
Local everyday stuff.
Yes. What about you?
Same for me.
Chips?
Yeah, no, like not chips, but I always like to go to supermarkets when I go to foreign countries and like see what they have there. I also go to the drugstore often to see like different makeup brands. Yeah, see what they have, what we don't have.
Interesting.
Yeah, and like,
Okay.
you know, stuff that I usually can't get at home.
Okay, so what would be kind of like the Korean version of that? Like, what do people buy when they come to Korea?
Well, there is something that has been growing big lately. Have you seen people like carry giant olive young bags
Yes,
these
I
days?
do.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes. And they're basically like a sole landmark at this point.
It is.
Yeah.
I hate to keep mentioning Bumgye Station, the Bumgye area, but there's a Olive Young there in like the middle of like the big rodeo, and they did a huge renovation where now they're not just first floor but second floor, and it was just because there were just so many people coming in and out.
Even foreigners.
Even foreigners are coming to Bumgye.
Bumgye.
Yes, guys.
That is kind of a
Foreigners
shocker
are coming
for
to
me.
Bumgye, and so they said because it's getting so big, they had to renovate it, make it bigger and bigger.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That
Bumgye is
is
gonna be the new hot
crazy.
place. But yes, I do see that everyone's like carrying these out there, and it's like the bag that you have to carry around
Yes.
almost. But why is it getting bigger and bigger though?
Well, because the whole shopping pattern for foreign visitors in Korea has changed. According to Korean tourism card spending data, foreigners aren't doing the old style of buy one expensive thing when they visit Korea. Because a lot of foreigners, when they visited Korea, they would usually just buy one luxury item
Really?
and head home. Yeah, that was the trend. But now they're buying many mid-price things. So more items, more stops, and more bags, more Olive Young bags. Per person spending is up a lot compared to 2019, and the number of purchases went up even more. So it's not just more money they're spending, it's also more stuff that they're actually buying.
Okay, so when you say more stuff, like what do you mean? Like how different are we talking here?
So the average spending per purchase actually went down. So the purchase frequency jumped. So imagine this. Instead of one luxury item, it's like 10K lifestyle items, like small things you can buy at Olive Young, small trinkets, small, only Korean stuff like chips.
Chips?
Yeah, only like going to a convenience store.
You guys go to the convenience store all the time.
Exactly,
You guys are rating those
exactly.
snacks, right? So it's not luxury. But I'm curious, though, like what categories are exploding, though?
So the three big lanes are beauty, fashion, and K-lifestyle chaos in a way.
If my neck could shift even more, K-Life's can you tell us what that is?
So gacha shops. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Those are 뽑기?
yes, 뽑기 and like picking up small dolls with the machine.
Yeah. So like what do you call it? You put coins in there.
Yes.
And then capsules come out.
Exactly,
And you get like
exactly.
toys and stuff like that,
That's
right?
gacha.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like it's random toys. You can see what versions they have. You put in about roughly 501 to 4,001.
Sometimes even more.
Yeah, sometimes even more, depending, and you don't know what you'll get. But now there are so many of those stores, like in subway stations, and that is becoming big for foreigners.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then stationery. Stationery is
Paper
big.
stuff.
No, like pens.
Oh, pen.
Like
okay.
diaries.
Okay.
Cute character goods.
Okay.
And things that feel like small treasures, really. So that's K-Lifestyle Chaos. And those categories saw big jumps in purchase counts this year. And I really understand that because they are really unique to Korea, I think. I remember when I was young and I visited Korea, I would always go to stationery shops to buy like really unique erasers or unique mechanical pencils or small dolls. You don't really see that often in the States.
You know what?
What?
Was it last week or maybe the week before that? I went to the Hyundai for the very first
Yeah.
time, right? By the way, the Christmas Village,
Yeah.
very underwhelming. Also, I didn't get to go in. But
That was your problem. I told you there would be like a reservation line and you didn't reserve.
I didn't. But there was a shop where they sell like these stationaries, but like legitly Korean stationaries.
Exactly.
So like they had like all those like derpy looking
yes. Like,
diaries
yeah, like
and pens.
traditional like
Yes.
Korean motifs are used in it.
It was probably the most crowded area, and I was there at around like 10:30 a.m.
And
It's popular.
Yeah, people are really buying that.
Yeah. So it's not K beauty anymore.
Yes.
I mean, they are buying it, but like they're buying other things right now. So
Yes.
like K everything that could just like fit into my suitcase.
Yeah, exactly.
Which these fit in better.
Yeah. And here's the new phrase foreigners use. Where can I do a one-stop haul?
That's a very good question. I don't know the answer to that.
They actually say this. I've never heard about it, but I asked my foreign friend and she actually did say it. I was so surprised. Have you heard of the Ordamu route?
Man, why are you guys more Korean than Koreans?
So Ordamu is Olivyeong, Daeso, and Mushinsa.
And if you come to Anyang, they have all of that.
So it's become a shorthand for the must-visit shopping course, Olivyeong being beauty, Daeso being the small trinkets, and Mushinsa being fashion.
I use two of the three. But why those three specifically? Like, what makes them like Korea coded?
So each one is basically a culture sampler. Olivyeong, you have all the K-beauty, all of the trending wellness things. Daeso, affordable daily hacks, and cute household finds you can only find in Korea.
True.
And Mushinsa is K-fashion, but K-fashion that you can actually wear, not just runway fashion. And it's very Seoul street fashion. And together they hit the sweet spot for foreigners. It's not too expensive, it's easy to buy in multiples, and it's also easy to gift.
No, Mushinsa is very affordable.
Yes.
It used to be online only, and they got so big that they have now physical stores.
Exactly.
And they have it for all age groups.
Yes.
So even I can shop there.
Yes.
You also mentioned wellness. Like, do you mean like vitamins?
Yeah,
and
vitamins
like
as well.
Hongsam?
Exactly.
Red ginseng?
Yes. The data shows big growth not only in cosmetics but also pharmacies and health supplements. So it's expanding from K-beauty to K-health. Ointments, patches, supplements, and especially Hongsam red ginseng is rising fast.
So people just used to bring home like makeup and all those like K-beauty stuff, but now survival items.
Exactly. And Korea is actually being marketed as the country where you can buy stuff that make you more pretty, but also buy stuff that is functional.
Okay, and Olivyeong is basically the gateway.
Yes. In fact, Olivyeong's foreign customer share in offline stores has climbed to the mid 20% range, and a huge portion of visitors end up buying there. So it is a default stop now.
All right, there you have it. Not surprising, but it's expanding now. There's going to more than just one place now.
Yes.
We'll continue to talk about where foreigners are shopping, what goods are they getting. But first, this is IU with Shopper. I gotta read this message from Chungi Log. First time seeing this name. I live around Bumge Station. It's quite a surprise to hear the place from Arirang. Well, Chungi Log-님, I mention Bumge Station like every other day.
It's his go-to spot.
It is.
He's like the promotional advocate for Bumge.
If there is an honorary Anyang Citizen Award, I would like to have that. Openly. Because I am openly promoting Bumge Station as the new hot place to hang out. It's the best place. Also, Bumge Station area, there's a group of people that want to learn English. And I know there's like a big English gathering there. And they should all listen to the Culture Inc.
No, we're talking about like what foreigners buy when they visit Korea.
Yes.
People should visit Bumge.
They should. They should. We're going to make... My goal in 2026 is make Bumge Station a global hotspot. Gonna happen. It's gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get that honorary Anyang Award.
Okay, that was aggressive.
Unlimited access to Kayo Top 10. We've been discussing foreign visitors buying all these nice little things here in
Yes.
Korea. But where are foreigners actually doing this shopping? Like Myeongdong? Like, is that still a hot place?
Well, it is still huge. I think Myeongdong will always be huge, but the shopping map is spreading, especially to Seongsu. Yeah, some neighbors saw wild increases in fashion and shopping activity, and Seongsu keeps up showing up as the hotspot.
I have yet to go to Seongsu.
What?
Do I look like a person that goes to Seongsu?
But you've never been there?
I mean, I went there like back in like 2010 before it was hot. It was only warehouses, empty warehouses.
It's not even that far away.
From Anyang?
Well, like it's in Seoul.
Yeah, but it's like the other side. It's east side.
Yes.
It's far.
Okay.
And parking's terrible there. But why Seongsu though?
Okay, so it's where shopping becomes, really an experience. It's not just visiting stores. It's not just buying. It's also cafes. And also, Seongsu is very famous for all the pop-ups they have. They have different pop-ups almost every day, almost every week. So if you want something new and want to experience stuff, Seongsu is the place to go. And also, they have a lot of photo spots. Yeah. And so really, it's just discovering something in every corner. And that is exactly what a lot of travelers want now, something they can't replicate back at home.
I thought maybe Seongsu was like young people only, but I heard it's not.
No, it really isn't.
Yeah, it's for all ages.
Yeah.
But again, if I'm a tourist though, and I go to Seongsu, like what would I actually buy?
So these days it's about K-beauty items. So maybe not for you, but people who are visiting, skincare, mask packs, sun products. And then, if you're feeling up to it, I talked about the K-lifestyle chaos, right? So accessories and lifestyle items that are cheap and easy to gift are really on the rise. And then many also buy stationery, small character goods. I don't know if this is only Korea, but Korea does have a lot of really small, cute characters.
Yes, they do.
That they can get emotionally attached to. So they have a lot of goods for that as well. And also novelty snacks.
That's true.
Yes.
But what's interesting is Olive Young, obviously big.
Yes.
Right? But 무신사, to me still though, like because it was like relatively young.
And it was also like a online app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the physical store is very young. Like it hasn't been that long since they launched physical stores. Like why is it becoming a tourist must visit place?
Because, I think this is the biggest reason. Mushinsa turned K-fashion into a physical experience, really. Their offline expansion has been a huge driver, as you mentioned. And they've also seen strong growth in tax-free sales, meaning foreign shoppers are not just browsing, they're really buying.
Yes, guys. So if you go to Bumgye Station exit 4 to Lotte department store, second floor, there's a Mushinsa physical store.
And also, one of the biggest Mushinsa physical stores are in Hongdae.
Oh, is it? But if you're not that young and like me, I can't go to Hongdae.
No, Hongdae, but it's easy to visit Hongdae because it's on the 공항철도 line, on the airport line.
Oh yeah.
It's connected on the airport. SJ, give realistic tips.
What are foreigners looking for there?
A lot of tourists, and especially the younger ones, are hunting for K-fashion that feels local. So not just global brands they can get anywhere, but Korean brands that feel tied to Seoul street style. And Mushin's is a basically curated shortcut. They have many brands in one place. They are very trend forward and very photo friendly as well.
So it's like I watch Korean content. Now I want to dress like SJ.
If they want to, sure, they can do that.
Or like another Korean person.
Yeah, so it's shopping as cultural translation. Lots of people visit because of their favorite K-idol or actor here in Korea, and now they can emulate their fashion through Mushinsa.
Okay. So you mentioned curated shortcut.
Yes.
Is this connected to why Olive Young is so powerful?
Yeah, it is. Same logic.
Okay.
Foreign visitors want speed and certainty, and, they don't want to, I think this goes for everyone. People don't want to, research 50 separate shops to buy something.
It's true.
And they want to go where the locals go. They want to go where it's easy to compare stuff, right? That's why these places function like a K-culture experience hub. I think that goes for even not visitors, not foreigners, but Koreans as well. These places are really easy to visit because they have everything in one place.
This I'm very curious. So, okay, Mushinsa, Olive Young,
Yes.
Taiso, all these places I know. But are there like any unexpected places that tourists are going to beside these big three?
Yes, so there are also places called, I have actually never heard of them, but they're really big for foreigners. Have you heard of Nunu?
No.
Yes, or Mimidain.
No.
These are apparently very big, notable shopping stops for visitors. These are particularly big among foreigners. They sell small accessories and clothing that are unique to Korea. And apparently the biggest shop in Myeongdong, I looked it up, is like 4 stories big.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so these are big tourist spots. If you're visiting, you might want to visit
I'm
it.
telling you, the foreign tourists they know more than Koreans now.
Yes, yeah.
And now we just got to follow where they go to find out what the hit places
Those are the hot spots.
That's right.
Yes.
All right, Angela, thank you always for this. We all know where to go now. Have a safe rest of your night. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And sending her out of the studio, this is Beast with Beautiful.
Ring. We're not listed on the stock exchange, but the value of K-culture to the moon.
Coffee break. Today's tidbit.
And joining us in the studio for the latest in coffee break today's tidbit,
Okay.
Angela.
Happy Christmas Eve, SJ.
I was like, why does she sound like that? And then I just realized it's not. You know what? I think yeah.
Yeah, I'll fix it during the song break.
anyways, we got a bunch of Merry Christmases, Happy Holidays, and stuff like that.
Yes. Are you excited?
I mean, I'm looking forward to sleeping in tomorrow. But
You won't be able to.
actually, yeah, you're right. I can't.
The kids always wake up early on the one day they're not supposed to.
No, my son's probably gonna sleepy. Like that guy's a sleepyhead. But my daughter is gonna be because we're in like a bit of a difficult situation where we're probably gonna put out all the gifts tonight
Why?
because that's usually how it is. You put it out at night, and then the
put
next
them out.
morning.
Yeah.
The-
Santa.
right. But my daughter wakes up at like 6 a.m. every day, whereas my son wakes up at like 8, 9. And so we know that if kid number 2, who by the way her nickname is Gangpe, sees everything, she's gonna just rip up everything.
And your son will wake up then. I always remember, like, I always woke up the first on Christmas Day and just woke up the whole family saying, we need to open presents.
Well, you know, I never had to do. We had to wake. I never had that. So. Anyways, what's our tidbit today?
Do you enjoy a white Christmas?
No, I don't.
Why not?
Ever since I started driving,
Aw.
I don't like any snow, any precipitation.
Aw.
And
That's so, like, Grinch-y of you, SJ.
well, actually, you know what? I don't plan to be going anywhere. So, I mean, why not? Why
Yeah,
not?
why not?
Why not?
And, you know, I like a white Christmas.
Are we gonna have a white Christmas this year?
Well, that is the big question every year, isn't it? So we'll talk about white Christmas today, why, you know, we want it so badly, how often it actually happens in Korea. And to answer your question, will it snow this year on Christmas Day? This year might be more of an ice Christmas than a white Christmas.
Oh, oh, for all you Frozen fans,
Icy.
it might be good.
Really?
I know it's terrible for drivers. Are you kidding me?
And it doesn't sound romantic.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No,
So-
it doesn't.
So in Seoul, it's not looking very, you know, snow globy. And the real danger isn't just that there's no snow. When the rain stops and colder air moves in, you know, sidewalks and roads freeze. That's a real problem. And that's why people are calling it an ice Christmas.
Yeah, so it's not the problem with that it rains on the day, but it's overnight.
Yeah,
it freezes
when it
over,
freezes over.
and especially because people are going to be, you know, out on the roads. People are going to be driving around. That might be a little bit dangerous. But
Yes.
how cold are we talking about?
So starting Christmas Day tomorrow in Seoul, cold air is expected to move down from the north, and nationwide most places will drop below 0, so maybe you want to stay inside. Temperatures on the 25th are expected to be roughly below 9 degrees Celsius to 3 degrees Celsius for morning lows, and minus 3 degrees Celsius to 8 degrees Celsius for daytime highs.
So it's more like a bundle up. It's cold Christmas.
Yes, and it gets worse the next day if it can happen. The 26th is the real cold punch. Many places drop another 5 to 10 degrees Celsius compared to the 25th. So, you know, forecast morning lows are around below minus 17 degrees
What?
Celsius to minus 4 degrees Celsius. Highs are around minus 7 degrees Celsius in Seoul. So if you had your hopes up for a white Christmas this year, I'm sorry to be the messenger of bad news.
Oh, man. I got big plans for the 26th.
Really, on Friday night?
No, Friday
Morning?
noon.
Noon? We'll bundle up, stay indoors.
There's a wine shop that's doing a big special that I've been waiting for months, and it's this Friday. But there are regions that we might still see snow, right?
You're sounding hopeful.
Well, as long as it's not us, it's fine.
Yes, the snow odds are higher in colder regions and higher elevations, naturally. Tomorrow, early morning to morning, we might see snow or rain on the northern east sea coast of Gangwon-do province, which, usually does snow often. And at night tomorrow, snow or rain could show up in northern inland Chungcheongnam-do province and central southern inland Chungcheongbuk-do province, and also Chungcheongnam-do west coast and western Jeollado province, and Jeju-do Island are expected to see rain or snow, and it will snow on Jeju mountain areas up to 15 centimeters or more, to be exact.
15 centimeters,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
So if you want a white Christmas, head to Jeju-do.
So it's more south than you would actually expect.
Yeah.
So Christmas Eve, it's wet. Christmas Day, it's cold.
Yes.
So quick safety tips that don't ruin the holiday mood.
Two simple ones. Wear shoes with grip. Yeah, don't wear slippery shoes. And if you're driving, assume bridges, hills, and streets freeze first. Especially early morning and late night are dangerous, so be extra careful. And snow might be beautiful, but always remember, safety always comes first.
That's right. Now, back here in the capital, how often do we get a white Christmas?
Not as often as our hearts believe. Yeah. One report looked at 1991 to 2024 and found Seoul had snow observed on Christmas Day in 11 years. So that's about 32% of the time.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And if you zoom into the last 10 years, Seoul had a white Christmas only twice in 2015 and 2023.
Okay, so twice in 10 years. It's not tradition. It's more like how random are you? It's lottery almost. So why do we keep expecting it if the odds are against us?
Well, I think it makes something more romantic. It's one more thing to look forward to. And we're emotionally attached to the idea of it. Snow changes the whole city's lighting and, decorations look brighter. And, it's the world's most popular filter during the holiday season.
Yes. So when did it snow the most in Seoul on Christmas Day?
Do you remember this one? It's actually fairly recent.
No.
2023.
2 years ago?
Yeah. So Seoul got a white Christmas and recorded around 3 centimeters on Christmas Day. One of those years people still bring up because I remember it. It really snowed heavily that day. And I remember because I had to come to work.
Sorry. Sorry.
You should remember too.
I had to come to work too back then.
And
I don't remember this.
And 2023 was a wild year because even Busan had snow. There was a report of about 1.2 centimeters measured on a mountain area, and people called it Busan's first Christmas snow in about 24 years.
Yeah, I mean, Busan generally, it doesn't snow a lot.
Yeah, it's
right?
down south.
Yeah.
Southern regions like Busan and regions like Daegu and Gyeongsangbuk-do province tend to have fewer white Christmas moments. Do you know why that is? Not just because it's south.
I was going to say it's because it's south.
Because mountain ranges like the Seoulbaek Mountains weaken snow clouds before they reach those inland areas. So it actually snows heavily in Seoulbaek and then you don't have snow in Gyeongsangbuk-do area.
Okay, so then where in Korea is white Christmas more likely in general then? I'm guessing like the Gangwon areas?
Yes,
okay.
and I just mentioned it, mountain areas. Think Gangwon mountains like Pyeongchan, Dongseon, Taebaek. Also, Ulleung-do is a very big snowy area. Some forecasts mentioned this year could see up to 15 centimeters in certain situations. And then there's the west coast snow pattern, so places along Jeolla west coast or parts of the Chungcheong south coast sometimes have better odds, again, despite what you might think.
You mentioned Jeju might snow this year. Can Jeju have a white Christmas? Because again, when it comes to Jeju, people assume warm.
Yeah.
And I heard recently, actually, Jeju was quite warm.
It is.
It was like 15 degrees, they were saying, in Jeju.
Which is surprising because Jeju is forecast to have snow tomorrow on Christmas Day. Coastal Jeju City is often milder, so you might get rain or wind instead of snow, but Hallasan, of course, is a totally different universe. If you go up toward the 1,100-meter rest area, you will absolutely get a full winter scenery.
It's beautiful.
Have
It
you
is
been
beautiful.
there?
No.
You've only seen photos.
I've seen photos. Joyful Arena says, while DJ AK says it's not advisable to go to Jeju during winter, it would be a lovely experience.
Or check the photos.
Check the photos, because also when you try to get back and there's delays in the plane, it's a mess. We'll continue to talk about White Christmas here on Christmas Eve of Culture Inc. But first, this is EXO singing The First Snow, 첫눈. It's my heart. Anyways,
Dirty snow.
we're talking about White Christmas.
Yes.
Is White Christmas even officially defined? Like, does what? Let's say, I know this is kind of exaggerating. If
Yeah.
let's say like one snowflake falls,
Yeah.
is that considered White Christmas?
It actually depends on where you live. There are official definitions for some countries.
Really?
Yeah. Korea usually treats it as snow that actually accumulates enough to be observed and recorded on Christmas Day. So, like 1.2 centimeters, 3 centimeters. Not just a dramatic flake landing on your forehead. And globally, it's all over the place. In parts of the US, official White Christmas can mean at least 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters of snow on the ground. And in Canada, it uses more than 2 centimeters in some definitions.
So if it's rare, why is it such a big deal here? Because it's rare?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
But because Korea doesn't just like a White Christmas, I think Korea just likes the concept of White Christmas, the festivity, and it shows up everywhere because they really do like it in songs and ads and even drama titles.
I'm telling you, we're so weak to marketing. It's like every Christmas, like I feel like I gotta drink Coca-Cola.
Why?
Oh, you don't know about the ad?
Like with the polar bear?
The polar bear, they'd be drinking Coca-Cola and then Santa comes like, oh, and then, drinking cola and stuff.
That's not very Korean, though.
It's very American-y.
Yeah.
I am very American-y sometimes. But drama titles?
Yeah.
What drama titles
Yeah,
is there?
drama titles. Some drama titles have White Christmas in it.
Really?
Yeah, you can't think of any.
No?
So, White Christmas from
It's
2011.
literally a thing called
It
White
is
Christmas.
literally White Christmas.
Okay.
It was released in 2011, and it's famous because you can see big name stars in their earlier featured in the drama that weren't that famous back then. Actors like Kim Woo-bin, Lee Soo-yeok, Lee Son, Hong Jong-yeon. It's a short drama, so if you don't have anything to do this Christmas, maybe you can check it out. And then there's this drama called 크리스마스에 눈이 올까요? Will it snow on Christmas? It was released in 2009. Even the title itself turns snow into destiny, and that's what the drama is about. It stars Kosu and Han Ye-seol, and it's actually one of my favorite winter dramas ever.
Is it really? I have never heard of this drama ever. And this is around the time when I'm watching a lot of dramas. This is weird. Okay, so
Yeah.
emotionally,
Yes.
why do we want it?
Do you want it?
Do I want it?
Yeah.
Maybe not me, but maybe our listeners might
No,
want
but
it.
like, did you want it? There wasn't a time when you wanted it, like when you were dating, when you were in your early 20s or maybe late teens.
Even when you're like dating, though, it's like, you gotta walk around and you gotta hope you don't slip and make a fool out of yourself.
Oh, man, that's true. You're...
I know I sound like a real Grinch, but I really don't like precipitation.
Okay.
But when I was a kid,
Yes.
when I was a kid, yes.
Okay.
Because as a kid, you always like snow.
Okay.
That's about it.
Thank you for giving the answer I wanted.
Yes.
But also, the reason we want a White Christmas can actually be tied to our past, Koreans' past. Our ancestors considered snow a clean ending and a new beginning. It's white and pure and gives Earth rest before the spring crops come in. So I think this idea has sort of persisted as well. December can be messy, deadlines.
It can be.
Year-end chaos, complicated feelings of, not ready to let go of stuff.
Tax season.
Yes, and snow feels like the world hits reset. And if it falls on Christmas, it feels special.
Speaking of special, didn't Korea used to have like if it snows on Christmas, you get like a special prize event like that or something like that?
Do you remember those events?
I remember that actually. Yeah,
they used to be big. Around the early 2000s, there were huge snow marketing events. Companies were basically betting on snow.
Yeah.
So some ran promotions like if it snows on Christmas, we'll give away massive giveaways worth a lot of money. So it was kind of like corporate gambling.
What kind of prizes are we talking about here?
The usual stuffs like TVs, audio systems, cameras, but even cars were in certain promotions. And one certain company said they would give out like 20만 원, almost $150 if it snows on Christmas, and like cash prizes, travel packages. And the logic was people romanticize snow so much, so they'll participate just for the dream.
So where did all those events go?
You don't see them so much
No.
these days, right? There are two reasons for that. There was less impact over time. It got less novel, and companies realized, the PR didn't really last. But the bigger problem was one year it did snow on Christmas when all these PRs were happening. And you can imagine the chaos that ensued. So,
okay.
yeah, that sort of made it all go away.
Very quickly, one last thing. If people are listening right now, they want to chase this white Christmas tonight, what is your advice?
Chase the atmosphere, not the hazard.
Yes.
Yes. If you're in Seoul, enjoy the lights, the city lights we talked about, the Christmas trees, the warm cafes. And if you are in Jeju and want to go up to Hallasan, don't treat it like a casual stroll.
And you don't have to always go to Seoul.
Yeah.
You can go to Anyang.
Yeah.
If you go to Bumgye, there's a big Christmas tree in the rodeo there. It's very Christmassy over there. It's beautiful.
Maybe Bumgye might snow.
It might.
Maybe Anyang might snow.
It might.
You don't look so happy. Yeah, but whether it snows or not, I hope today feels warm in a way that matters, send the Christmas spirit out there.
That's right. Well, Angela, thank you very much for this. We are going to see you again in the second hour.
We are?
Yes, we are, because
Okay.
we're going to have you in the studio for our special. So we'll see you in just a bit.
See you soon.
As we send her off, we're going to take a listen to a song from Monster X with White Love, 하얀 소녀.
Coffee break. Today's tidbit.
All right, it's time for our weekdays coffee break. Today's tidbit, and joining us in the studio is Angela. Angela, hello to you.
Hi, SJ.
Angela,
Yes.
have a good, happy Christmas.
Yeah, I did.
You just came back today, right?
Yeah, I
From
spent it with
home?
my family.
Is it cold down there too?
Yes, it is cold everywhere today.
Man, if it's Daegu's cold, that's insane.
I think Daegu was like -4 degrees.
-4.
Yeah.
That's really cold for. Angela, you've been going to Daegu all the time to see your parents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You've still not eaten raw beef.
I haven't.
뭉티기.
뭉티기, I haven't tried it.
You know, I had 뭉티기 like for the past 2 days.
Really?
That's all I had.
Oh, I'm envious. I always tell my parents and my friends that I want to try it, but then they always go, "Oh, it's not really that good. You don't have to try it." I mean, I never end up trying
So good.
it.
Guys, so 뭉티기 is basically raw beef.
Yes, it's raw beef, but it's different from yuke.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Yuke is like in strips.
Yeah, and 뭉티기 I heard is more regional to Daegu, and it's more thicker, sliced raw beef. But Mom and Dad, if you're listening, I really want to go.
And it happens to be like one of my son's favorite food, and so like we had it all throughout holiday. But
Well, since we're on the topic of food,
yes.
do you have a favorite winter fruit?
I don't eat a lot of fruits.
Really?
But I do like strawberries.
Yeah, strawberries are, the biggest contender for Koreans.
Yeah, tangerines kind of, but strawberry number one. Strawberry
yes.
definitely number one.
Yeah, you mentioned it. The biggest, I think this is the winter fruit for most Koreans. 귤.
Yes, tangerines.
Yeah, that's the thing. 귤 in English is like a whole identity crisis in itself. Like, is it the mandarin?
Yes.
Is it the tangerine? Is it the clementine?
Yes.
And the funniest part is even Americans mix these words up.
Because okay, so the other thing is like I grew up thinking 귤 is orange,
I thought it was mandarin.
and it's not. It's not orange.
Yeah, it's not.
It's completely different. And then I heard mandarin, but mandarin's a little bit different.
I will get into all this today.
And I was like, what is all that stuff? What is it?
The confusion I'll clear up the air around the confusion today.
Okay.
So if we're being super accurate, Korean Jeju 감귤 is closest to what Americans often call a satsuma, which I have never heard before. It sounds unfamiliar to many.
You Americans are messing everything up.
Yes, but broadly and more often you'll hear four words floating around. We mentioned them: the mandarin, the tangerine, the clementine, and satsuma. All four are related, but not exactly the same product.
I mean, they look very similar, so I would
Yeah.
think that it'll be related in some ways. But break it down for us, like we're standing in a grocery aisle, and
Okay.
explain it to me like I'm 5.
Okay, think of it like a family tree.
Okay.
First, mandarin is actually a big umbrella term.
Oh?
Yes, a lot of the small, easy peel, orangish fruits people eat trace back to the group of mandarins.
Okay, so mandarin is the category, and then the other types are the subtypes. Then?
Exactly. And tangerine, the name comes from Tangier, a port city in Morocco. Tangerines are actually generally described as having a bit more tang.
That's why it's tangerine.
Yes, pun intended. So more sour, actually. They have a thicker peel, and importantly, tangerines can have seeds.
Oh, okay. I know what it
Yes.
is now.
Yes, so that's
Yeah.
one reason it feels different from the seedless Korean kyul.
Yes, I hate tangerines.
As you subtly.
I hate tangerines because they got seeds.
Yes.
I hate seeds.
And kyul don't have seeds.
Yeah, that's why I love Korean kyul.
Yes.
No seeds.
Yes.
And they're famous for not having seeds.
Yes, exactly. And then clementine is a hybrid, mandarin cross with sweet orange. So it's small. It's actually very small, often the size of a golf ball. It's very shiny. It's easy to peel. It's very sweet. That's why when I was in the States, I had a lot of clementines and I thought they were the same as kyul. And satsuma, the one I said is closest to the Jeju kyul, is known for being soft, easy to peel again. It's especially high in sweetness and it grows in colder conditions, which is why it's more similar to the Jeju kyul.
So what should we call it?
I mean, to be honest, why not just go with kyul?
No, seriously, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
What's wrong with kyul? Go
Because
with it.
because omuk
Yeah.
has become the official term.
Exactly.
Right? It's called cure, but is that hard to pronounce? Cure.
I wonder, is it?
Gyul. Everyone's like gyul.
Kyul.
Let's see some
Yes.
gyuls.
But I think the one that is actually used more often these days is tangerine, thanks to the drama "When Life Gives You Tangerines."
That's why I said tangerines,
Yes.
because I only thought because of the drama it's probably called tangerines.
Yeah, and the drama is also set in the island of Jeju. And a lot of people actually use Jeju Mandarin because it's the umbrella term.
Why do we see cure so much, though, on Jeju Island? Is it because it's a tropical area?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
because of that. Historically, citrus was grown in Korea for a long time, actually, even during the Three Kingdoms era. But on the mainland, it was hard to cultivate because of the temperature. So it was mostly produced in Jeju and was actually once considered a luxury royal gift type of fruit.
Okay. Okay. Now it's like the most common democratic fruit
Yes.
now, right?
And also, not all Jeju citrus is the same. The everyday winter cure most people eat is typically in the onju 밀감 category. And then there are the premium late season citruses. I actually like these. They're called 망감류, like 한라봉, 천혜향, 레드향. If you come to Korea, you can try them all out.
Guys, so 향 at the end means scent.
Yes.
And these have specific scents.
They do.
And what's interesting is like 천혜향 and the 레드향, some people don't like the scent
Really?
too much.
Why?
They said it's too strong. It's like the citrusy scent is a little bit too overwhelming. Like, it's overpowering. And then now there's like other 향s too now because there's
Yes.
like the blue something. Blue,
Yeah, there is.
blue ruby 향.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's so many of those.
Yes.
But what we can know from all this is Jeju knows their citrus.
Yes, and because it's so common in Jeju, people know the best way to eat it. Sometimes Jeju people grill tangerines. Have you ever seen this?
No.
You haven't? So heating can reduce perceived sourness and make it feel sweeter. So I mean, if you want to try something new, try grilling it.
So you know, like they were saying that if you rub cure before you peel it, it's
Yes.
supposed to taste sweeter. Is that true, or is that just like placebo effect, or is like the internet trolling everybody?
Do you try it?
I don't.
You don't?
I got
You think it's okay?
nobody got time for that.
So yes, this myth is mostly placebo. Rubbing doesn't magically increase sugar. The more realistic explanation is humans actually sense sweetness more when food is closer to body temperature. Yeah, so if you hold it and rub the fruit warms slightly and it can feel sweeter. And also rubbing can redistribute sour components a little and soften the peel, so the flavor can can feel smoother. But the actual bricks, which is the real sugar level, doesn't magically jump because, you rub the fruit.
Bricks is another terminology that
Yes.
Koreans start using a lot these days
Yes.
to really show like how sweet it is and stuff like
Exactly.
that. So speaking of bricks, what's good for a cure?
A ripe cure averages around 10 bricks, and if it's 11 bricks, that's a pretty good one. You can actually check bricks numbers in Korea. They have it at markets by like the price.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I'm particularly known to pick very good watermelons.
Really?
I cannot say the same thing with cure. How do you pick out a good cure?
So experts say look near the stem area. If it looks a bit wrinkly or not overly tight, it can mean that there's a tiny air gap between the peel and the flesh, which means it's often easier to peel and sometimes less sharp sour.
Yeah, it's sometimes though like it can be bland.
Yes. And if it feels too soft, it might be older and closer to going bad. But also softness can mean sweetness, but also short shelf life. So you have to find the sweet spot.
Let's go to peeling. Some are some are
Yes.
not. Does rubbing it? We're rubbing a lot today. Rubbing help it peel easier?
That part can be real. If the fruit is slightly loose between peel and flesh, gently pressing can help the peel separate more smoothly. But if the cute is super firm and tight, it's going to fight you either way. So do what works for you.
You know, the other thing that, when you eat, I used to eat a lot of cure. And a couple of things turn orange too.
Your fingernails.
Like Trump. Fingernails and your hands.
Yes.
Why do they turn yellow?
So the citrus oils and pigments from the peel can cling to your skin, and if you want to get it out quickly, soap or baking soda can help. Despite urban myth, vinegar isn't great for removing that staining.
Okay, what are the parts of the cure called? Like all the parts?
Well, the flesh is gyulyuk,
Like
and
muscle.
yeah, and the outer peel is gyulpi, like skin.
Yes.
But have you heard of gyullak?
No.
So that's the white stringy stuff.
Eh.
People always remove it.
Yes.
Yes, the little white fibers connecting the segments to the peel have a name called gyullak. In English, you'll hear pith or sometimes albedo, but gyullak is the term Koreans use. And though many remove it actually because it can slightly be bitter, gyullak contains pectin, which is associated with helping digestion and supporting gut movement.
I used to even peel like the exterior, the skin.
Yeah, oh really?
Because then it makes it so much more soft and sweet.
That is another level.
But now, ain't nobody got time for that. We just
No.
pop it in your mouth and eat it.
Yes. And also in Korean, it's called gyullak because it looks like something called rangmek, which are branching pathways in traditional Korean medicine, like little networks connecting the whole fruit.
All right, we'll continue to talk about the science and all the terminologies of cure. But first, this is NCT Dream with Tangerine Love, Favorite. Back in the studio for a coffee break. Today's Tippin', and we're talking about cure. That's going to be the terminology from now on, cure.
Not tangerines.
Nope. That drama when life gives you tangerines just messed everything up. Thought it was tangerines. Again, cure.
Yes.
You know how, what is it, when it comes wintertime,
Yes.
people start buying them in bulks.
Yes. Koreans love it.
Boxes.
Yes.
And boxes of these.
Yeah, but speaking of bulk, kyur is one of the most commonly wasted fruits in Korea because they often buy it in boxes. That's
Yeah.
a problem. They buy a box and then they get hit with mold, which has happened to everyone, I
Yes.
think.
And also because it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, prices have gone up over the years, but it's still very affordable for that amount.
Yes, it
Do
is.
you remember when our chief producer,
Yes, I do. He just put a giant box of kyur on the table.
he bought 2 boxes.
Really?
And each of those boxes were like 25,000 won or 30,000 won.
That's really a good price.
It's very good price. It
Yeah.
was delicious. Now, he shared that with everybody, so it was gone.
Yes.
But imagine having that in your house. That's going to go bad.
Yeah, you can't eat it. Like, if, say, one person bought a box, they can't eat it quickly enough. And public service announcement, since we're talking about mold, if you see it on cure, you should throw it out the whole fruit.
Yep.
Yeah, I have seen friends just trying to cut out the part because what you see is only the surface. There's a high chance invisible mold has already spread inside.
Yep.
So if you see mold in your cure box, throw it out.
How do we store them to prevent mold?
Sort and spread. Yes.
No.
Pick out the softer damaged ones first and eat those immediately. Then store the rest with space between them in a cool, shaded, well-ventilated place. And if you're using a container, lining the bottom with something like newspaper helps manage moisture.
What about the fridge?
Fridge or even a kimchi fridge can actually be very good for longer storage. Again, if it has enough airflow and spacing. But the key enemies to cure are too much humidity, which can cause mold, and too much dryness, which causes flavor loss.
Okay, so here's a weird one I've seen on citrus. Sometimes like there's like the white powder on the peel on the exterior.
Yes.
Is that mold or is that sugar? I've heard both.
You heard that it was sugar.
I heard that it's so sweet that like sugar powders come out and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, we're debunking two myths today. It's calcium carbonate used in handling, actually. It can help prevent the peel from puffing or getting damaged. So farmers spray it before shipping it out. So it's generally considered harmless, but you should still wash the fruit before eating if you see it on the peel. And also, you should definitely wash it if you're thinking of using the peel.
Guys, I know you guys seen that on YouTube video. Those Chinese farmers talking about how sweet their tangerines and things are. And it's all white and just like, it's sugar. It's so sweet that sugar comes out. And they cut it in half and they squeeze it and all the juice comes out. I'm like, man, I want some of that stuff.
I want to see your feed, your YouTube.
I look at weird stuff. I read a lot of stuff. And people use the peel a lot in Korea, too.
Yes, dry tangerine peel in Korea. It's called jimpi, and they're used in teas or traditional preparations. And people use the whole fruit a lot because tangerines contain vitamin C,
yes,
obviously, commonly cited around 40 milligrams per fruit on average. And curd also contains organic acids like citric acid that give that refreshing taste, which I personally like a lot.
And it's perfect because wintertime, people get sick, right?
Yes.
And curd can be certainly a winter immune helper.
Yes, definitely. But like most good things, don't overdo it. Too much vitamin C can actually irritate your stomach for some people. And curd has simple sugars, which means if you eat a lot at once, blood sugar can spike really quickly.
Okay, then what's a good daily amount then?
I don't know if anyone keeps this amount, but a practical guideline people mention is 2 to 3 a day.
2 to 3?
I think that's impossible.
I eat 2 and 3 like at the same time.
I know.
It's so small.
Like once you start eating, you have to have at least 5, right? But 2 to 3 is the guideline, and that's the amount enough to help meet vitamin C needs without going wild on sugar and calories.
Very quickly, what's the best time to eat tangerines?
If you're sensitive, don't eat it on an empty stomach. Try it after a meal. And finally, lastly, don't brush your teeth immediately after eating citruses. The acidity temporarily softens enamel on your teeth, and brushing right away can be rough on them. So rinse with water first and then wait a bit.
And also, who brushes their teeth after drinking orange juice or like eating orange? Tangerines, right? Bitter, right? All right, Angela, good stuff. Perfect timing. It's really a great time to be eating curd. Thank you very much for this. Have a fantastic and safe weekend. We'll see you again on Monday.
See you on Monday.
And sending her out of the studio, this is Cheese singing Orange.